Hello everyone in YouTube world. Today we are doing our video about Libertarian Perspectives. But first off, I have noticed that a lot of liberals also call themselves libertarians because they don't know the difference. And if you don't know the difference between a libertarian and a liberal, you are definitely a liberal.
Exactly.
Comments? Okay, so liberals want to ride around on a unicorn that farts rainbows.
But what she's actually trying to say is they want all this stuff that sounds really awesome.
Utopia.
They want utopia.
Not realistic.
Utopia sounds great. But what most people fail to realize is that you have to pay for it somehow. And that's where the problem is, because we don't have any money.
Right, and we don't want to pay for it. Middle-class Americans are who ends up footing the bill, and liberals are usually on welfare.
Liberals are either on welfare,
or really rich,
or they're on the really high end of the tax bracket,
or they're college professors,
or pretty much any. They're liberals are people who are unaffected by the policies which they want to instill.
Yes, and liberals like to have the government take care of them in every way, shape, and form. They believe in big government, and they want the government to make rules to protect them from themselves. Libertarians want small governments and believe that, well, I, as a libertarian, believe that we don't need laws to protect us from our own stupidity.
Mostly, I feel the libertarian perspective is, if it doesn't do harm to you or others, then there's no reason for a law to be in place.
But I don't
for the
think
sake
you
of
need a law
you don't have to have a law for the
to
sake of
protect you from yourself.
No, you don't have to have a law for the sake of having a law.
But you're saying that as long as it doesn't do harm to you,
to
don't
yourself,
do harm to yourself.
It doesn't do harm to
but
others.
That should be your decision.
No, well, okay, so if something hurts me, that's my fault. But
Right.
I'm just saying, if it harms other people, that's when I am infringing upon someone else's rights.
I agree.
Whenever I infringe upon someone else's rights, that's where law needs to be placed.
Right, I agree, but you don't need a law to protect you from yourself.
Right.
Like
now,
okay, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
A current issue.
Okay, go ahead.
A current issue that's out there right now is the porn industry's HIV cases. Now, I wouldn't wish HIV on my worst enemy. I think it's a terrible virus.
Well, maybe.
But now that these porn stars who have contracted the virus want to make a law that other porn actors and actresses should have to wear condoms. The way I feel about this is that is a stupid law and a waste of time. As a porn star, you should know that you are at a higher risk of contracting sexually transmitted diseases because you sleep with a lot of people. And it should be your decision if you want to contract said diseases.
Even then, I think self-regulation of that industry would do a far better job than regulation by the government. For instance, if you work for a company that sells autoerotic video or pictures, that's a nice way to put it, they should require their workers, I'm not sure what their stars, to go for a drug screening beforehand. For instance,
drug screening?
Or not drug screening, a STD screening. I have to get drug tested for a job and or internship. So why would the same rule not apply to...
They do get STD tests.
But they should have a continuous.
They do. They get it every 3 months.
Well, obviously it's not working out. They need a freaking law. They want to we all have the HIV. Well, no, what are we going to do?
Honestly, I'm sorry, porn stars, but it's your fault. You chose to have promiscuous sex, unprotected, with multiple people, and you think nothing's going to happen. I'm sorry. It happens. We don't need a law to tell you that you should wear a condom. That should be common sense. That's the thing, people. We don't need common sense laws.
I'm just saying...
Just use common sense.
I'm just saying, if you're sticking your wiener somewhere where you don't need to go, probably bad things are going to happen.
Right. And we also don't need laws for people who use drugs. The way I see it is if you want to harm your own body, go ahead and do it because there are too many people in this world anyway, so let's just let the problem take care of itself.
That's her perspective. I'm just saying, if someone wants to smoke crack, I don't care, as long as it doesn't affect me or anyone else.
Right. Do it in your own home without children. If you have children, that's
But if you're doing drugs and it's affecting someone else, like if she's doing drugs right now, let's say she was doing black tar heroin, now it's immediately affecting me. Now she's infringing upon my rights because I don't want to be around that.
Right. But there's already laws in place, like if you're doing it around your kid, that's a different law. You're neglecting your kid,
exactly.
child abuse, whatever.
Basically,
but we don't need laws to protect you from yourself. Do
Basically,
whatever you
it
want to
seems
yourself.
like most laws we have are just common sense. Like,
Yeah.
Like, should we really have to have a law for common sense? It's like, would we need a law that says I can't walk in front of a moving semi too?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
I think we need, you know what, we need that law.
We do need that law. You know, there is a law that says it's illegal to commit
President,
suicide.
hold on. President Obama.
Oh, no.
This is my request to you, liberal supreme. I would like a law to make crime illegal.
I know, that's a really good law.
That would solve every
I know.
issue. Make crime illegal.
I know. I mean,
It would solve everything.
we don't really need anything else. And you know what else we should do? Because of the huge gun violence rate in Chicago, we should not allow guns in Chicago.
I think that's already happening.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe we should do some drone bombing over there because that seems to work out everywhere else in the world.
Right. I mean,
I'm just
who
kidding.
wouldn't
I don't
want-
advocate drone bombing.
no. Neither of us do. We don't really like drones.
Well, depends what kind of drones we're talking about.
What kind of drones do you like?
I don't know. I'm just saying it could be a drone I like. I don't know. I took a drone on a date. I've never had the time with one. So who am I to judge?
Would you name your child Drone?
No. I'm just saying C-3PO. He's a drone technically. He's kind of
Oh,
cool.
no.
R2-D2.
I would prefer...
Oh wait, they're droids, not drones.
I would
droids.
prefer to never mention
mind.
Star Wars in any of our videos.
Yeah, disregard
personal
my entire statement. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. Liberals. What can you do about them? Drones.
I kind of agree with that.
Drone bomb
liberals.
The liberals. But now we're infringing upon their rights.
Right, we are. We take it back. We can't do that.
can't do that.
We have to let liberals be stupid and make tons of laws that protect people from
I say,
themselves.
why don't we just, I don't know, how about we just cancel all the short buses and maybe they'll stop going to work?
They already don't go to work.
That's true.
I don't know. I don't know what we can do about liberals.
I mean, like in government, like how can we get liberals out of government? We gotta give some kind of incentive for them not to work even less.
I don't know. We'll be thinking about that though, and we should. Well, whenever we decide what that should be, then we will make another video about it. I mean, I think what we're gonna have to do is convert them to a libertarian perspective because they don't know the difference anyway.
All right. Anyway, another video for another day. I think we need to close. One last point before we leave. The mustache. Come back or leave it off. Leave your comments. Send us an email, text. Well, don't send me a text. Send her a text. I swear, if you give my number, I'm gonna hurt you.
I almost forgot. You can also now reach Russell on Plenty of Fish.
No, my God. Just end the video now. I liked it when we were moving on from different topics. End the video. Cut. Done. Bye.